I wanted to talk about my thoughts on the current state of Cinemassacre and everything that's happened, um, just everything in general, over the years and recently. Um, we all know that so many things have happened um, that have really changed the channel and the company. Um, Back in the early days of Cinemassacre, everything was so much different. You know, Bootsy was around, Kyle was around, Mike was around, and so many people have left that were like the heart and soul of Cinemassacre, and now you have James left and the Screenwave guys, which I don't really personally have anything against the Screenwave guys, but they weren't there since the beginning. They're not like foundational members of Cinemassacre, which it doesn't mean you can never bring in new people. Obviously they deserve a shot. You know, I'm not saying they don't deserve their shot. They absolutely do. Um, but a lot of people obviously are not happy with the Screenwave guys, and um, things are just a lot different now. When Mike left, I felt like it was really like a nail in the coffin. It just really, um, when Mike left, it really sucked, and that's when things really just changed for me personally. Like I don't watch the videos as much anymore just because Mike was like my favorite person on Cinemassacre. And I know Mike's not perfect. He's done a lot of stuff, but he's made his mistakes, like everyone. But Mike is honestly very funny, very entertaining, and if you watch his live streams now, he's really funny. Like he'll make you laugh a lot during his live streams. Um, so Mike, when Mike left, I thought a lot of the great content left. I mean, they still have good content on Cinemassacre. I like some of it. But when Mike left, James and Mike Mondays wasn't there anymore. And after Bootsy and Kyle leaving, James and Mike Mondays was kind of like really holding the channel together, I felt like. Um, it was super fun watching them play games together. And I love the dynamic of James and Mike just talking casually, having fun playing games. Like the Goonies, the Goonies 2 NES episode is a good example. There's so many great episodes of James and Mike Mondays, but I really like the Goonies 2 episode. Um, it's one of the ones I remember James was really into it, and the dynamic of them just chatting back and forth. Mike talking about how he's a Goonies fan, and James saying he never really remembered the movie that much, and just all that type of stuff. Like I miss those conversations between them on James and Mike Monday. And James and Mike Monday, I felt was really kind of like the glue that was still keeping the channel together, as well as the AVGN, obviously. James, yeah. So when Mike left, I felt like things were never really the same after that. Uh, I don't think it's too late for him to come back. I think he could still come back, and things could be relatively like they were. Um, but as far as the AVGN goes, obviously a lot of the new episodes are different from the classic episodes. Um, I'm not going to say they're bad. Um, some of them just have a different feel. Um, I think that some of the newer AVGN episodes, like the the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas one or whatever, I thought that was really genius, and that was they put a lot of effort into that, and it really shows. And I've heard some people trashing them, saying, "Why don't they keep it simple like the simpler episodes?" But then when they have the simple episodes where James just sits on the couch, people complain about that too. So I don't know what people really want, but um, I definitely am glad. I hope they keep what's BS and AVGN. Obviously, if that ever leaves, I don't think the channel will. I don't know. It won't ever be the same. But um, the Rex Viper and the podcast situation, a lot of people are not happy that they're branching out like that. I think it's totally fine to branch out and try new things. Um, I'm happy for them that they're trying new things, and James seems really happy in the band. The newest podcast they had Scott the Waz, I guess, on there, and James wasn't on the newest one, and apparently he's not going to be appearing for a while. A lot of people are saying he's done with the podcast, um, and I don't know. I mean, honestly, James is really busy. He has a lot of things going on. Uh, I feel like he needs to put his focus really on the AVGN episodes and maybe the What's BS too. I think he needs to write those himself if he doesn't already. I know Screenwave helps him write a lot of stuff. I think he needs to write the AVGN himself. So because the thing is when he's reading a script for the AVGN, you can kind of tell that it's not like his voice, like something he wrote. Like there's nothing wrong with having people help you write it, but with the AVGN, the old the classic episodes have a different feel because you can tell he really feels what he's saying, and um maybe he does write the newer episodes. Maybe this is in my head, I don't know, but I think he really needs to produce the AVGN like himself, like he used to. And I know I've heard that a while back he said something like he was kind of tired of doing AVGN, which is sad to me because that's like his best work, and the fans love AVGN. You know what I mean? I'm one of them, and a lot of people say James has lost his passion, like he's not really invested in the channel anymore. And I don't know. I mean, let me know what you guys think. I know that it's normal to sometimes get burned out on things if you've been doing them a long time. Um, I just really, I wish they would like bring back Board James and Bootsy and Kyle. I don't know if they'll ever come back. I mean, I like to leave that open because I believe anything's possible, but I really feel like at this point they need to hold on to some of the things that made the channel successful, like Mike being there, Board James. Um, they need to bring Mike back. Bottom line, I don't think he should have left, in my opinion, but he wanted to focus on the streaming, which I understand. But now Mike's doing the podcast. I think it's called Talk About Games with is it Tony he's doing that with? I don't know who he's doing that with, but I really would love to see Mike come back. And a lot of people think it's too late for Cinemassacre to be what it once was. I don't think it's too late. I don't think it's ever too late. I think James just needs to remember what made the channel what it is and remember what the fans want, and he needs to focus on the things that really matter. Like if he wants to do the band, that's fine. If he's just done with all the gaming stuff, like who am I to say he can't do that? Like, it's his choice, it's his channel. But he has to understand that if you start putting all your focus on the band and stuff like that, which he still focuses on AVGN, I think he's writing some episodes now. But if you put more focus on the band and stuff like that, the fans are going to notice, and fans want what they want, and it's really about making your audience happy because they're like the ones keeping your channel alive. So um, I admire James for all he's done with the channel and for building it up as big as it is. I wish him all the best. I hope that things can get back to how they were, at least in some way.